It's untested, it's brand new. Welcome to Freshly Brewed.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Freshly Brewed. Trying to build a deck, and we just freaking play at episode 108. Warp speed, Mr. Scott. Oh, there we go. It's actually hyperspace, not warp speed, but whatever. Karn's out of here. Doesn't like my jokes. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content as always. This is a show where we build a deck, we should freaking play it. We're trying out warp cards with haste. Pretty simple idea here. The warp cards, of course, enter the battlefield. They do their thing, and they go into the warp zone. But if they have haste, then they adds a whole new dimension of this. And there are some pretty sweet warp cards. Anti-causal Vestige is seeing a lot of play in various places. We got a lot of cool haste cards here. Frostcliff Siege, kind of a fires the Mive. It also gives Trample, which is really cool. Enduring Courage. And then Tanak, even though we're not really using the warp part of this card, so 3/5, but that gives haste. Slight artifact theme here with Pinnacle Emissary, which is a super cheap warp card. And the tokens play well with the Siege. I'm worried I don't have enough artifacts here, honestly, but also Quantum Riddler is a card that's showing up in freaking Modern and stuff to blink. We're only doing a little bit of the blink thing. I think that's too finicky. We tried it in 10 New Brews, and it was just way too finicky. Getting one copy is fine. So we're trying to get down one of these haste things and haste out these warpers and see how it goes. Sideboard's mostly just sideboard cards. We've got a couple more grindy cards here on the board. Also the Hellkite, one of the few cards that just naturally has haste with warp, which is kind of cool. And this one's fun. Warped Space, I wonder if that was intentional or not, allows you to play your warp cards for free, which is kind of an interesting little side effect there, which is cool. So, but we'll see, is it going to work? I don't know. We're going to find out, folks, because it's Freshly Brewed. It's the whole freaking point of the show. So, let's get right to the games. Brought to you by Elgato. Folks, how do I do all this? It's all my stream decks, all right? Elgato runs my entire stream. Every piece of my content's Elgato. My microphone, my Wave XLR, my face cams, my key lights. It's all Elgato, folks. Used them for many, many years before they sponsored me, and now I'm a very, very proud Elgato partner. You can use my promo code ZZ-Gym 5% off your order at Elgato, but please use my link in the chat or description. They do sponsor me, and that link lets them know that you're supporting me and checking out some great stuff. So, Elgato partner, and damn proud of it. Chat, come hang out with me. Let's do some Freshly Brewed. Let's not draw some lands. We're gonna mulligan this one lander. They mulligan also, so that's a lot better. Couple mana dorks here. I think I might bin a mana dork. That's bin a land, I guess, right? Sure, just bin a land. Sure. So we got perhaps. Ooh, oh no.
Where are they?
I don't got no spells. Lieutenant Dan, I ain't got no spells. Thundering Falls, Torch to Tower. If they're playing Swamp Duress, they're probably an aggro deck. We're going to keep this. Love that. Hoochie Daddy in chat says, damn, I literally just ordered a whole Elgato setup like 20 minutes ago. Discount would have been nice. Cancel that order and go back and put that promo code in, all right? Well worth it. Soulstone Sanctuary and Demon Wall. So they are a demon deck. That's fine. We're going to Zookeeper. We can, if we're desperate, we can sacrifice the Zookeeper for Demon Wall. They go Annex here. Oh my god. So they basically all get a 5, but their hand's still like almost perfect. That's fine. We draw a Siege. You know what we're going to do here? We're just going to cast Siege, and we're just going to Torch Tower on the Demon Wall. So, cast Siege, and then we're just going to sack the, so we're going to go on for this. We're going to kill this. This sucks to sacrifice like a real card to do this, but we want to keep their Demon offline. And our top card is the second Siege. I think one's enough. Diminishing returns on haste. We don't need a second copy of this card. And now now we're rocking and rolling. We got our Riddler going, drawing cards. You can make some mana. And now getting the Siege in play is the really important part, honestly. They play a second Annex, take a lot. Sure. Okay. It's a lot of Spiral of Canals, but sure. We can Zookeeper tap for mana. I guess we just Verge too, right? Yeah, whatever. This is probably I should have warped first, but whatever. It's fine. Let me draw. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot this has extra text on it. This is not just draw a card.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
This is if you have one or fewer cards and draw a card, you draw two, which is pretty busted. So we're going to jam. And that's a nice turn for us. Goes into Warp Zone, and now we're threatening a lot of damage. Karn, you alright, man? You're going to the vet. Yeah, you're being weird. Karn's going to the vet. Alright, so they make a demon. We have Enduring Courage. And possibly another Riddler. We're only at 14. Like, it's kind of scary, actually. They're at 15. We can just hardcast Riddler and draw a card. It's a 4/6. Not quite big enough for this demon. It can block, like, Sanctuary or whatever, though. I'm a little worried about this. This card's still pretty good. Alright, we're going to cast this. Draw. That's a good card, but we are not going to attack. We're going to say go. We can always chump block if we're desperate, too. Man, they've all got a 5 this game, effectively, with the duress, but wall into Annex into thing is just pretty good. Alright, so they...
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, demons are typically good against blue-red decks because, like, it's just so hard to kill a 6/6. We do have a few Unable to Screams, which is cute. Torch the Tower, not so exciting. Chainsaws, okay. We don't really have a great answer to the actual card Unholy Annex. I don't think we really want to bring in a Null. It can counter the Annex or the Demon Wall, but, like, if they're playing Duresses and Deep Cavern Bats, then other targets really bad for us. So, I think we need to kill them. Torch, I'm gonna cut the portal. Bring it to Unable to Screams. I might cut the Tanic. And we'll just kind of keep things low and try and kill them quickly. Possibility, guys, pretty. We just gotta, like, deal with their stuff. Like, you can't really board out these removal spells, I don't think, even though they look kind of bad. They probably have deep. Maybe they are bigger than Deep Cavern Bat. Maybe we just get rid of the torches. And a break and kill Demon Wall, and these guys are pretty good too. Let's try this. On the play. Sure. Okay. That's fine. Double mulligan again. I mean, it didn't matter for the last game, you know? Alright, Thundering Falls. Thunder. Alright, the third all draws is a little much. I think 2 is fine. We're kind of just looking for a siege. Alright, so let's Thundering Falls again. Ship a land. Could have warped, but no, they ain't doing much. We ain't doing much. Alright. We're gonna just warp this, I think. Warp it in, exile a card, it's a land, sure. Alright, I'm just gonna say go. I mean, kind of a weird game. This deck is inspired by a draft deck, yes. I thought that the haste warp stuff was really fun in draft, so I wanted to try to construct it. So, another Spire Bluff Canal. Alright, I mean, we're going to warp the alien guy. Probably put a land in. Look for some haste here. Warp it in this guy? Sure, that's great. Sure. Put a possibility guy, draw a card. We got Kavus. We got Eldrazi's. I mean, unable to scream for the first demon, which will also lose its types, too. Slasher is not a demon. Alright, so I think we just want to play another dude. We need to save unable to scream for the 6/6, I think. So 2 more cards off the Kavus. Yeah, and then we're just going to play, guarantee a land off this thing and just say go. So, we're in no rush. We're fine blocking Slasher. We're getting into, like, the mid-game here. We don't have any haste effects yet, but, like, we're just playing big idiots, which is great, so...
We are aliens, but what are you going to do about it?
Cool, that's fine. We'll take 2 stun counters on the slasher. And we'll take them... on the slasher, sure. Alright, that's fine. Just casting this guy is totally reasonable, too. Rot Curse Rashaka. Sure. Let me draw another one. Alright. That's actually a pretty comical amount of lands.
Somebody's playing up on me.
Sure. That's fine, I guess. What's up, Moose Master? I mean... This is getting to be borderline embarrassing, but sure. I guess we just play this stupid thing. We just don't have any spells. I don't want to tell you. Like, we just have all lands. Like, I don't know. There's no analysis to really do here. I just don't have any options. We just don't have any spells. So, let's try and draw a spell at some point. They're gonna Cruel Claw size. We did draw a spell. That is fair. I'm taking my alien. That sucks. Blocking with the alien is the dabbing is Eldrazi. They have another. Man, we just can't stop these things. Alright, so they're going to end the turn. They're not going to attack. They're going to draw a chainsaw. That's a pretty good draw, actually. This thing can't block. We attack for a good chunk here. They do have these Soulstone Sanctuaries, unfortunately, but we can Possibility Guy, get 2 more cards. Iron Crag. Okay. We can Iron Crag, Chainsaw land. Get out of here. Stun counters. This thing is trample. This thing's kind of just hitting us. We could, like, leave the this back to block this. Just, like, sucks. If I attack for 10, they attack back. I just take the 5, and then you get drained for 4 more, which is so much. So, I think attack with just this thing. Leave the Eldrazi back. We're gonna get our Scry on. Another one's awesome. So now if we trade, we draw us, put another one in, which is great. So, again, not really doing the thing we're looking to do this game, but... Remember, folks, you're seeing my name is Jim, Pro Magic player, full-time content creator. Heather, hello, welcome. This is my show, Freshly Brewed. We're playing a sweet brew I just built up. I hope you enjoy it. Support the content. Putting this guy in. And I think I might just block to gain 3 life at this point. Quasi Revenant. They're just not attacking. Okay, so they want to keep the demon in play? Sure. We draw another Possibility Guy. There are so many possibilities. Alright, sure. It's going to draw a ton of cards. So 3 exiles. There's a Siege, which is good. The Riddler. Alright, so I think we're actually in pretty good shape now. So now we can Siege. Trample. We can Riddler. Oh, you can't warp from here, right? Okay, so if we just Zookeeper unable to scream, is that lethal? Probably not, right? This can't block. This is 2 toughness. So we have 8, 16, 20. There are 20. That's 22. I think it's exactly lethal, barring a 1-mana removal spell. Shit. I'm just going for it, folks. Mats for blockers. I counted exactly 20. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let's find out.
After it was all over, we took us in the house and served us pancakes.
There we go. Game 3. Let's go. All right. So, still seems like a pretty hard matchup, but Gate Portal. Maybe I want the Annul in the draw. We saw Heist, we didn't see Duress. It's really hard to stop these things. Hi, Cassian. Sounds good. Being on the draw is tough, too. The possibility guys are pretty good, but, like, we definitely... We feel like we flooded them, but we also just drew a lot of lands. Maybe we just cut the abrades and just bring into annuls. Yeah, I'm just bringing the annuls. We're gonna do it. All right, opponent.
Pop quiz, hot
I want some, I'm not gonna lie. I want a dub here. I want the dub. Dub me up before you go. There's the annul. It's not a very good hand. Opponent's already mulligan, though. I'm just gonna keep. Just no duress, please.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
All right, well, we've drawn land, making our hand incredibly poor. Yeah, I don't got anything good to say here, folks. Well, they don't have Annex, at least. All right, well, we've drawn land.
Somebody's playing a prank on
We're
me.
going to hard cast is to block the slasher. That is our hand. Your eyes do not deceive you.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I bet you weren't expecting that one, God.
Okay. Sure. That's fine. I'm not mad. No, I'm okay. I'm really doing fine. I'm doing fine. You asked me how I was doing. I would never lie to you. I'm really doing fine. I'm really doing okay. I'm really doing okay. I'm doing fine.
Hello,
It's gonna be
darkness,
okay.
my old
It's gonna be okay. Discussing with chat how it feels like every single match one of Freshly Brewed is just like an absolute shitter. Not like we lose, because we just are with our decks, just like, we just draw literally all lands or whatever else. So that's fine. We're gonna keep. Opponent mulligans, and they play a Restless Anchorage. They're an Azorius gamer. God bless them. Azorius mana is bad.
Still a piece of garbage.
Is it all good enough to play one of main deck in Best of One Limited? I think yes. I think playing a null is a bit of a byproduct of like how good you think your deck is. Like if you think your deck is really, really good and you have other good things to play, I probably wouldn't play it. But if you're looking to spike, annulling a 5-mana spacecraft is absolutely game ending. So we're getting ripped. That's fine.
They have a warrant for your arrest. You're going to jail.
I'm gonna get ripped is a good thing, So all right, we're just gonna jam this, resolve our siege here. Next turn can be Emissary, Warp, Hardcast this guy, and maybe Portal or something else. We'll see. They are blue-white control. That's interesting. Let me draw Torch the Tower. All right, well, here we go. Let's play around No More Lies. Let's cast this thing. It's whenever you cast an artifact spell, so blinking, it's not the best ever. And now we have some red mana. Let's warp this guy in. Warp speed! Go, Sulu! Alright, top card. It's a chainsaw. Send in the boys. I guess they have Anchorage up. So I'll leave back the 2/2, the 2/1 flyer, but what do you got, friend? You gonna wrath me? Because the warp guys are going away. They're going bye-bye. Yeah, they're gone. They're saving them for later. Go ahead, wrath me. Haste plus warp is pretty cool. All right, they play a Land of Sega. We draw another Siege. Second Siege worse than the first, but I guess we just, I don't think I get countered, honestly, but it's kind of tough. We have 5 mana and a bunch of 3s. I might just play this, honestly. If it resolves, like, our attacks become good again, and we're not really in a huge rush here, we could... I mean, I can't do chess guy because I gotta get through this anchorage, so... Combat. Combat. Combat.
Anyone home?
These are my cards. May not be the best cards, but they are my cards.
Do a barrel roll.
Attack step. Coming in. Let's go. A little excitement here. Just kidding. Get lost. Sure, that's great. So, get lost. Get some maps. And gotta map it up. Here we go. Give me those resources. Get lost.
Still a piece of garbage.
Alright. Third siege, not necessary. Sega. It is not a bad buyout of sieges, because the second siege is a lot worse than the first. You can just choose either mode. Here's Beza. No tokens, just life. That's it, just life. So, locks it on Hierarch.
Pointless
We
nostalgia.
draw a land. But now we have a land, we don't have a 6-man anyway, but alright, let's cast this guy. Maybe we should have cast the emissary, actually. We got lucky, so. Oh, we still have Chainsaw in there, too. And here's a Tanic. Okay. I mean, this is still a pretty good attack for us. We got Torch Tower, Splash Portal. Is there a world we portal the Possibility guy and go for a little more value here? Sure. I suppose. I doubt they can kill it response. If they can, like, whatever. This is why Portal's pretty bad, I think. It's just like, this sorcery should be blink. It's like really sketchy. But, got lucky, didn't have anything. Here's another card. That's a Riddler. I mean, that's a nice one, but... I don't even want to, like, trade this Possibility guy. We kind of just need the Kabu. We need the Kabu in play to, like, actually cast a lot of these cards. Although they just aren't doing anything, you know? Let's stack. What's up, first time chatter, Ojimenzai? That was our 10 new brew. We built a deck for 10 new brews in early access with Tanic and the Storm Dragon. It was a lot of fun. Might be a candidate for a rebrew. Here's an Elspeth Storm Slayer. The trample on the siege is a really big part of the card. It's important to know that you can't warp from exile. So they're going to just destroy this guy. Alright, that's kind of shitty. Not gonna lie. We can torch Elspeth. We're getting it in the air. I think drawing any artifact would be good. That would be a very bold attack. Didn't draw an artifact, unfortunately. This is still pretty good. No realize. Sure. I mean, I guess we could have played around that. It's not really that important, though, honestly. Nor is this Torch the Tower that important to attack them. Alright, so we're just kind of going in deep here. They've got nothing. They have an Anchorage, a Beza, and they're at 5. We have almost lethal, and we should draw any spell. Corey B thinks Izzet the best standard deck. What do I think? Yeah, I agree. I think standard right now is like 2 cards from being awesome. I think Enduring Curiosity and probably VV, which is unfortunate because they just banned a bunch of cards. But I have not seen the Arena Chance metagame, but 60% Cauldron sounds pretty bad. Enjoy the Iron Crag. So maybe I should have waited. I should have waited for the waited on this guy. Sure, an artifact kind of sucks, but sure. Let's. I guess I'm okay trading with the Anchorage. I'd rather them not have Anchorage in play. We got a 4-turn clock to draw something good. It's just a total top deck game. It's just like, who could draw the top better? Both players empty-handed. Like, we are very well set up with 2 sieges in play. But alright. First round of top deck war goes to them, unfortunately. We untap and draw. Alright, that's not good either. Oh, might just be dead here. Say go. Yeah, I agree. Vivi's like very Nadu-esque and just like, how do you look at this card? Are you serious? Okay. Maybe that comment about top deck war was ill-advised. I shouldn't have said that because they're doing a lot better than we are. It's for damn sure. All right. Well, we are going to concede the game here because they have won. They've won the old top deck war. That's fine. It happens. And they are just blue-white control. So we're going to be bringing in negates. I think a null. A null's light against them. Maybe the foyer. Possibility guy. All the torches are gone. The chainsaws are gone. A braid torch. At least one null, I think. And the Hellkites are pretty interesting too. I think shaving an Iron Crag is pretty cool. And the portal's terrible too. Let's bring the Hellkites. Travis. I'll apply. Yes, please. Turn 3 Enduring Courage, possibly. Play our planet.
Captain, we're getting a signal from the spacecraft.
And then we're going to, it's just praying for no more lies here, basically. Yeah, pretty sad to hear about the arena champs being so shitty. It's not a good look. I am commentating a big standard event in a few weeks. End of the month. They're gonna get lost? Damn, that's impressive. Alright, so where should I start warping? Get our card advantage going. We hit land, cool. I'm gonna map here, just to kind of get a little more value. Cards a Riddler, we'll keep that one, sure. Alright. So now we can just keep warping these guys and drawing more cards. If they tap out, we can slam a Courage, which would be great. The fact that they chose to get lost on turn 2 rather than leave mana up means I think it's very unlikely they have a No More Lies. So we're going to jam Courage here. If they drew it, so be it. But, yeah. Alright. Bark, Karn. So, also have someone to exile this. I think we're in great shape now. I did station. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're right. I forgot.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
They say these things happen, you know?
You fool.
We draw a null. Okay. I mean, I think it's just a bunch of warping to happen here, right? So we're going to go warp it in. +2/+0 in haste. Exile a card. It's a Riddler. Can't warp off the Technician, which is kind of a bit of anti-synergy I'm not super thrilled about, but warp one of these. Here's the Riddler. Alright, love that. I mean, we're just jumping into combat here. I can warp this guy too. Leaving open a null. So what does a null defend us against? Overlord, Seam Rip. One of those cards seem particularly scary for us. Yeah, ship it. Just go. Hit the button! Hit the button! Hit the button! I said! Emergency eject. I would strongly advise against playing this card in Constructed. Haha. I think this card is a barely playable limited card. So don't put this card in your deck if you have the option. Alright, say go. Do they have a way to exile my Enduring Courage? We draw Negate. That's a pretty good draw. Alright. We got a lander and a map. And they're at 7. Negate and null. They have a possible blocker. I guess we just rock one of these. I want to leave Negate up too. Just give me a warp. Warp it in. Do the thing. Too much for him. Alright, so going into game 3. Anything change? Not really, I don't think. Definitely need to develop our mana base, but... Alright, game 3 on the draw. Blue-white control in standard. It's okay. A bit of my worry with this deck is that like once you have a bunch of cards in the warp zone, they're all very expensive. It's hard to like utilize them super well, but we're not gonna warp this guy. I think this card might be bad in this deck. It's like so close to being good. Like it's so good in theory with the siege making these tokens. There just aren't enough artifacts in the deck, which is super sad. But all right, we're gonna try and if they were to counter this, I'd be really sad. I'm sorry. They counter us, I'm happy. So cool, great. Trade 1 for 1. Then we got Dragon, we got Possibility Guy. Second Emissary is cool. They are good at multiples, so I think we're going to Dragon though. Instant Resolve. Alright. Warp Zone. Make it so. Alright. Draw Enduring Courage. Enduring Courage. That would be a very nice card to resolve if we thought that was a possible option. I don't think it's likely to resolve. We could also just alien here and put it for... Let's do that. Let's warp this. This is the kind of thing where, like, they could counter it or they could not counter it. They're not going to. Awesome. So we draw a card, and now I get to put in the Courage for free, uncounterable. I'm going to draw a land here, actually. Ooh, I like that. All right, so Courage goes in for free. No Rides End, please. Love that. All right, you got me. You got me. That's fine. Here's all. Oh, go ahead. That's fine. You know, they spend 5 mana at sorcerer speed to deal by card that I put in for free, basically. So that's totally cool with me. They got 4 cards left and 6 mana. We got a big dragon in play, 3-turn clock, big Eldrazi, a bunch of warp things. They're gonna get lost. It's awesome. It's more value for us. We draw another Vestige. Okay. I kind of want to just cast the big one. If they counter it, I don't really think I care, honestly. And they don't counter it. It's so good. All right, that's fine. I think that's totally reasonable. Now they're so low on resources, you know. They got 2 cards left. Sure. Pretty good. We can definitely warp some things in next turn and kind of go from there. They play second Demolition Field and Beza. Beza will draw a card and gain some life. Sure. So we draw Siege, which is kind of a bingo. Now I think we just Siege, Emissary, Map, possibly Map. Yeah, I'm in. So, hit this. Hit this. Hit this. Map. Oh, I can't do it. Alright, so... Second Siege, not good enough. They have 1 card, yeah. So, I would just chuck one of these away for 4 damage. I think that's fine. so they're at 10. We get the Siege in play, which is a pretty big game. Our hand's still pretty good also. This possibility, guys, pretty big game. Represents a lot of cards. 3 cards in hand. Hard cast Overlord. Sure. And they're at 10. Alright, let's just start warping. Reveal another one, but I can't warp from there. I can warp this thing. I can map. Unfortunately, this 6/6 on the ground is pretty tough. Warp us and attack with it. We can map also. We're so close to this guy. We also take a ton on the backswing, so you need to be aware of not dying. This is tough, because we don't really have anything to put in off this either, so it's not even like that exciting. It might just be another possibility guy, because we do get to trigger both of them and get 2 more cards. Card. Okay. And now it could just be Emissary. These are not going to survive. Yeah, they have a Anchorage also. They need to make some blocks here to not die, clearly. So, is it better to play Emissary or Siege as far as adding power goes? They block one of these. They're very close to dead. I'm just gonna cast this. This is certainly a Leroy deck. You know, this is certainly a let's turn him sideways and see what happens kind of deck. They chump block. The trample is relevant. They take 8 here and go to 2. All right. They're at 2, and I have 2 bodies in play and a Siege in play. And a pretty good amount of mana also. Again, trample being the absolute key clutch part of this card. And now we wait. Okay. Okay. I mean, we have a second one here. If they can't kill the Kavu. Take 6. I think we are basically at the mercy of their hand. If they have a counterspell, I think we're dead.
You didn't say the magic word.
Absolutely gross. All right. There are 2. God, we're so close. So close. So far away. We're 10. We're pretty dead, I think. Tough. Tough game. I feel like we were almost there. Super close. I wonder if we could have navigated that game better. I'm not sure. All right, so they go. 10-2. Iron Crag, not particularly appealing. I mean, if we were to, like, block with the Eldrazi and, like, draw a Heater and put it into play. Maybe to put in the haste cards are pretty cool. Man. So close this game. And now we wait. Alright. I'm in for this. And I creep. Alright, blocking here. Let me just block here too. This has got to be a really good draw off this Eldrazi. Like, super nice draw. This is pretty good. Wasn't bad. It's also a Kabu for the... Oh, that was a pretty good draw. We'll take that.
Bingo!
That's also pretty good. Alright. So you're telling me there's a chance. We don't have trample anymore, which is a big downside. Or if I can kill this guy, that would also be really bad. Alright, we're in. We stand to draw 2 if they can't counter this also. Alright, we're in. Draw 2. We draw an Emissary and a Zookeeper. Everything is haste. We could warp in a bunch of flyers here. We don't draw any more cards, but they have 3 flying blockers. So let's warp this for 1. Let's cast the Iron Crag. We're not going to warp it. Make a drone. Play this guy. Make a drone. What a dub. What a dub, Karn. Woo! Alright, on the play. We're keeping. Let's go. First time tatter, TJJR says, may I ask the question? Well, you already did. Yes, let me ask a question. What's up? River Pyre Verge, go. Hope these torches are alive. Can't ask another one, just guess it was watch. Darth Platypus. I allow questions. I allow questions. I may not like the answers, but I allow questions. I'll allow my opponents to do anything.
Yeah.
Farst. Oh, yeah. Love that. Oh, yeah. Whew.
Get off my plate.
Give me a target for my freaking torch towers. Great stuff. All right. Opponent thinks we're playing VV. We are not. Okay. Only fun here on Freshly Brewed. Question is, does Cicero the Shattered Blade work from the command zone in IRL Magic? No one's given me a cleared answer. I don't know what that card is, unfortunately. I'm not a commander player, so I actually have no idea. Sure, I can help, though. So we have a really awkward spot here where I really want to warp this. We kind of got to kill Bristly Bill, I think. I think we should kill their things up the curve. Seems like kill this, too. Die for 1. Say go. I think VV is getting banned. Yeah, I mean, if I could, like, wave my hand... And you all know how against bans I am. If I could wave my hand and have VV and Enduring Curiosity just out of the format, I definitely would. Iron Crag, right? Iron Crag. I think both cards are pretty crappy, and it would be a lot better for one without them, basically. But I don't know. You know, I'm not going to start a ban tirade or whatever. So fast, get some coffee. Yeah, Enduring Curiosity is just like they're both pretty bad design oversights. Where like Enduring Curiosity is just like, why the hell doesn't this say up, 1 or more creatures does combat damage, draw 1 card? And then VV is just like a Nadu level, like, how can you even design this card? Like... Alright, so they play a Terra Symbiosis, which will draw cards for counters, and they have Innkeeper's Talent, so... Let's get an interesting version of Landfall here. We draw a land, we're not really doing a ton here, honestly, but... We're just gonna hard cast this guy. Say go. Put a big dum-dum in play. Such a strange card. I still, like, even playing with it and knowing it's pretty good, I'm not sure if this card's broken or just not that good. Big... that's also a big dum-dum. Uh-oh.
You big, stupid jellyfish.
Isn't Cauldron more problematic? No, without BB, Cauldron's like just a whatever card, like. All right. This is about to get out of hand. We don't have a way to kill this card. I think we're just dead, honestly. Like, this card is obscenely powerful if you are not interacting that much. And we are not. Not with things this large. Oh my god, they have more stuff. We can't even attack to 6/8. Oh my god. Oh.
Good lord. Gigantic.
This is also a card where if you can't kill it the first time, you definitely can't kill it the second time. So, I think we're really dead here. Maybe they attack all out and we get lucky and put in like a haste thing and like surprise cheese kill them on the backswing, but I think we are in some world-ending doo-doo. Here's the Mossborn Hydra. Draw a card. Kind of an interesting version of Landfall here. Joy says, and to be honest, I will admit I'm semi-emotional with this whole VB situation. Why? What's making you emotional, my friend? We don't judge here. Here's Line Horror Elves. Yeah. So, 2 of these cards have Summoning Sickness, so it's kind of hard to even, like, get lucky on some huge backswing with haste. They're targeting the Mossborn Hydra? Why would you target the Orb? It's Ouroborid. I've been saying Ouroborid, but I don't think it makes sense. Oh, you may draw. Got it. There's like 100 cards here, right? Right.
No, that's a lot of damage.
This game is going swimmingly for us. So... I think we'll just go on to the next game here. You tip a cap and go on to the next game. GG. We don't really deal with very large toughness creatures very well. I'd be lying if I said we did. I think I want a Hellkite. I think being in the air is going to be really important here. I think any ground shitter is like not really even in the discussion. I think unable to scream is also a possibility. Emissaries, they play well together, which is kind of awkward. So like you can't really shave a few of them. I kind of like the splash portal thing against them because they just have no interaction, really. Man. Damn, dude. I'm going to shave one of these. And shave an Iron Crag, I guess. I don't even know, honestly. Alright, on the play. I mean... Not great. There certainly are diminishing returns on these sieges. I'm going to mulligan this. This is just not going to win against them. Their deck is so linear. We just need to, like, we need to go, you know? So, this is worse, but whatever. Alright, keep this. We'll ship a land, kill 2 things, and hope to draw something good, basically. So, alright, keep this. Dump a fast land. Let it ride. I mean, they mulliganed also, which is very good for our kill the first 2 things they play plan. Say go. There it is. It's probably dying. Torch number 2. Sure. Alright. Let an action. 2-drop Threaten Kavu? What is that? Naked Talent. That's great. All right, cool. So, all right, so this sort of slope acing is probably good for us. We can find anything useful to do, which we cannot so far. Oh, you mean the Punisher? The Punisher guy. I don't think that card. I think that card's like fine. I don't think it's very good for what we're doing here. John's been playing the Galaxy, Once Upon a Galaxy, and just sent me this, so they should nerf this card. It's pretty funny. All right, it's third forest, and then just nothing. They didn't even level the talent. What are you doing? Is there hold on? Is there a 3-mana instant speed green card we need to be worried about here? Because they didn't level this talent. We draw our bull spells though, so this is a really ugly game. No green charm, just nothing. They have 5 cards in hand. None of them are a 3 or less mana creature in theory, unless they're holding back against, you know, removal spells or whatever. Could be the Green Murder if it's true. I rotted that one. Ice Till Explorer. That's pretty annoying, actually. I'm gonna double torch this. I can't. Yeah, I can. Double torch this so they can't replay a land. And they can't... Yeah, this is fine. This kind of sucks, but, like, they're down on cards, too, so... Ouroboros and Devastating Onslaught. That sounds fun. So, familiar card. That's gone. No another card. 2 cards in hand. And we please draw a threat. No, we cannot. Apparently, we are incapable. Where are they? This has not been our best draw, to say the least. Here's Bristly Bill. Alright, so this is going to be a 4/4 out of range of Chainsaw. That's not good for us. We can scream it, but it'll be still in play for unable to scream. I mean, unplay as a creature. Riddler's a good draw. All right, we each need to play. That's the Warrior. The Warrior's 1. We need to empty our hand for Riddler, so we'll target this. This kind of sucks, but I mean, if we didn't do this, they would just start doubling it anyway. So they have Snakes in the Veil. Overprotect, sure. All right, so warp this guy. Draw 2, which has happened a lot more than I thought it would. Like a lot more. Problem being now is that we are just gonna they just add a land, add a counter, double it, add a counter, double it. So both players having just dreadful hands this game, but they are coming out on top. Sad as it is to say. Hello? Activate talent. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so that goes to 6. Green Landfall is so icky, has been called in chat. Why? I think it's a little linear, but... Alright, we're just like mega dead here, right? We draw an untap land. Oh, that works too. Sure, so we'll just... Yeah, I feel like the mono green landfall deck is the green's not good in standard. I wish green was good in standard. Monkey paw curls, you know, like target the Lana Rolfs. Yes.
Poor predictable Barney always takes
yes. All right, so take our small victories where we can get them. They double here. It's still 4. Does this thing double at 2? 14, sure. Oh, it's just 14. I guess I knew that. I could have figured that one out. That wasn't that hard to figure out. Whatever. We don't have any options anyway. No, I would say I did not have fun that match. Actually, I'm gonna say no on that one. So okay. All right. So we went 1 and 2. I think deck's a little too clunky. I think that playing green is certainly a possibility, mostly because Lana Rolfs would just be so good in this deck. Like turn 2 siege just be like so awesome, and then casting faster. These things, and just the typical like card draw plus mana ramp is just a good place to be. And just obviously Landfall is better than this card. So green could be a possibility here. I really think the emissary thing is so close, but there aren't enough cool artifact warp cards. Because the siege and the emissary play so well together, but the artifact count is just way too low, unfortunately. So, but yeah, deck's pretty cool. Fun little brew. Freshly brewed. Not sad about it. Episode 108. More to go on stream, but you two folks love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.